Hello my fellow fly babies, welcome to day 8 of our Flylady's 31 Baby Steps Challenge. I hope that you're enjoying the series and that you have been joining me. We have been developing our daily routines, our morning and evening routines, by implementing a new habit every single day this month. So if you haven't done your other habits, please go and do those first before coming back, because there's no reason to add a new step or a new habit if you're not already keeping up with the ones that you've done so far. And that's okay. If it takes you a little while, you know, the Fly Lady, sometimes she does monthly missions or something like that where you can focus on just one habit for the entire month. So if that's what you need to do, then by all means, make sure you're doing how it works for you. Myself, doing these 31 baby steps, you know, it took me about a year of continually trying to do them and just kind of adding to it as I went. So don't feel bad if you haven't caught up yet. Today, we're going to start our control journal. So if you've been following the series, you've seen my control journal briefly. So today I'm going to show it to you in more detail. But basically what you want to do today is, because you're just getting started, is go ahead and look around your house and see what supplies you already have on hand. So don't go running out to the store yet. You may want to. I actually ended up purchasing some things because I was keeping up with all of my decluttering. I did not have any extra. So the first thing you're gonna need is a 3-ring binder. So I encourage you, you know, if you want to, sit down and make a list of what you're going to need and then search in your house first for what you have. Now myself, I did, like I said, I actually had to go buy it, and I actually decided to buy a new one because I have another folder which is called our legacy folder. I've talked about this in a few other videos, but our legacy folder holds all of the very important documents. I don't have a file cabinet and all of these things. I just have one folder that keeps everything in it. Birth certificates, social securities, our wills, our power of attorneys, our living wills, all of our financial information, all of our home information, all of our car information, all of our health information, everything is in one place in our legacy folder. So if something were to happen to myself or my husband, anyone can come through and handle all of our estates and anything that need to be done. And within there, I have a section for our home management, and it just states refer to our control journal, which is this. So I did purchase a folder that matched the other folder. Again, to get started, you don't have to do that. Just pick what you can. If you don't have a 3-ring binder, you can also use just so I've shown this in a couple other videos as well. It's just a 5-star 5-subject notebook, and I use this as my success journal. So I have it broken up into 5 categories, so I can planning projects, I can do, you know, taking notes of a book I'm reading or a video I've watched or something like that, writing my goals down and all of that. So this is actually what I used first before purchasing a 3-ring binder. I have a section in here for home, and that's where I started listing my routines out. And I actually used this all the way up until I started, even when I started doing my home blessing hour, because I started putting that information in there, and my zone cleaning list, I started putting that in there first. I didn't actually start this binder until I had been doing everything for about, you know, a year and a half almost. So today though, you're gonna go ahead and get started. So if that's a notepad, or if you have a 3-ring binder, then you're just gonna get some loose paper in here. All right, so that's all you need to get started. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have a piece of you're gonna get your sticky notes that you had around the house from, I believe it was day 4, your reminders, and you're going to start putting those in the control journal. So you have one piece of paper that's going to be for your morning routine, one piece of paper for your evening routine, and that's all your control journal is going to be to start off with. Okay, so you want to have just a piece of paper that you can add tasks to and take things away or do what you need to do in order to make it work for you personally and for your family, and how that's going to work. So that's why I kind of just did it in a regular notebook, and then once I had those down, I started creating this. So today, some things to think about making a list as far as what you might want to purchase or look around your house for is the 3-ring binder, the loose paper. You may want to get some dividers. Now the ones that I got are these bigger ones. They actually have, I'll show you down here in a minute, but they have the pocket in them. And I like it because it's a little bit bigger, so if you use the page protectors, the tabs will actually stick out. Some of the older ones that are not like this, and you want to use a page protector, then or you laminate it, then the tabs are gone. You can't see them. So then the next thing is you're going to want some type of page protector, and then you're going to want a dry erase marker. Okay, those are some of the things just to get you started for your control journal. So I'm going to show you mine and show you what I have in there, and then if you have questions you can let me know. Folder here, I don't have anything on the front, but it does have an opening here, so if I wanted to put, you know, the house control journal, if I wanted to make a page for this, I could. And then this side pocket here, I kind of just have, I had made a list of all the books I wanted for the year, and I actually already purchased all of those. So I have this, and then I just have a few forms that came in the mail that I need to file away. So this is kind of like my filing, like put away section as well. These are things for my daughter's school, so I just have them in here. So currently right now I'm using 3. I believe this pack came with 5 or 6 tabs, and I'm only using 3 of them. So I have meal planning, my routines, and then my cleaning. For meal planning, this is, like I said, this is something that we are going to get to when we get to our daily focuses. We are going to have a day for, we call it plan and play day, so we will be meal planning and stuff like that. This is something I just recently did last month, was I created a master grocery list, and I put everything that we typically buy pretty much all the time, and I put them in the order in which I would navigate through the store. So it might seem a little excessive, but it was actually, it didn't take me much time at all to do this. And this template was actually a pre-made template within the Excel program. You just have to kind of look for it in their files. If you want me to show you on the computer, I can. Just let me know in the comments. So I just created this list here. So I do have two-sided, and this really just helps me because I can just go through the house, through the kitchen, and you know, I can look and just go down the list. And I use the dry erase marker, so I take this to the store, and I know, you know, how many I'm getting of what. So this has come in handy. The other thing I added in here, just on this regular piece of paper, is our master meal plan. So I have, this is for the kids. I just put what they typically eat for breakfast. And they're in page protectors, and I put what they typically eat for lunch and dinner, or dinner. So this is just easy for me, so I know, you know, for my kids. And then I started doing one for the adults, and basically I just have brunch on here because I don't do breakfast. So I have that. I have dinners, and most of these I just have 3 crock pot meals listed so far. So this is still a work in progress, you guys. That's how this is. So that's why we encourage you to have a lot of paper in here so you can keep adding to it. This side has just some of the goals that I was working on. So I have, from the 12-week year, I had my lead indicators, lagging indicators. I talked about this in my goals report video. So I just had this here with my routines because I was working on some of these before. So I've kind of incorporated some of these into my actual routines. This side here, I just have, currently I'm working with my youngest on her letters, and this works with a dry erase marker as well. So that's what I have this here, just so it kind of reminds me that we're working on that. So then I have my daily routines and my weekly routines, which my weekly routines, this is what the Flylady calls your daily focuses. So we're not worrying about these yet. Right now we're just building these. I just wanted to kind of show you those. So I have the page protector, and I actually found these exact printouts on Etsy, so I did pay for them. If I can remember who I purchased them from, I will leave a link down below. I'm not affiliated or anything. I just really liked them. I liked that it was already kind of done for me, in that I can basically, I just wrote in pencil, so I can change these routines up at any time. So I really liked it that they had, she has the days of the week here, so I can just do it for the whole week and see, you know, where am I at. So this is Tuesday right now when I'm filming this, so we're already here. Actually, I just took my daughter to school, and I watered the plants when we got home. And this, I haven't signed up for the YMCA yet, so I don't have that here, but we have been walking. We have walked in the morning here. And then this is the weekly routine, like I said, so you have Monday through Sunday. So you would just put whatever your daily focus was for that day, and then it has the weeks 1 through 5 for your month. So you could go ahead and, you know, start tallying those up. So I will share with you more about the actual routines that I do in other videos. The next one I have is our cleaning, which is our zone cleaning. So this is just a piece of paper. This is that black bookcase that you see, and I actually measured all of the cubby holes because I want to start getting some of those boxes that you can put in there to kind of keep it cleaner looking. So I put this within the cleaning section because it's kind of like a project for one of the zones, for my zone 1. So then here, I had originally printed out layout of just the outline of my house, and I had picked my zones. Flylady recommends having 5 zones, but we'll talk about that in a moment here. So I have, again, this is part of that packet that I purchased. So she has a house cleaning hour, which is perfect because that's what we do. So again, it has here, you know, your weeks. You can check off your weeks. What do you have? And then how many minutes do you do it? Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 tasks that are my home blessing hour. Okay, if you wanted to make more, or say you, she also has within this packet that I purchased, she has options where you can have multiple family members and you can write their tasks down. So that's something I might be printing out in the future because now my daughter has been participating in cleaning the mirrors and sweeping outside and dusting. She's actually been helping out with some of this, which is really fantastic. This area there, here I have the cleaning zone. So this packet was really cool, you guys. I will try my best to find the link if you want it. They have an option here. This one has 6 zone areas. They have another layout that has 8 zones. I only have a 1-story house, so if I had a 2-story house, I might want the bigger one. This is perfect for our house here. So I have our 6 zones, and again, I've put them I've drew it out on this grid paper here, and then I can just, every month I can say, okay, what zone, you know, where did I get with that? And then also within the zones, now I have each individual zone. So I have all my zones and I list out what they are, and then I have the months of the year and then the tasks, the areas that what I want to get done in that zone. So I can just go through the months now and say what I got. So I could also draw out the space. I like this one with the grid. She does have one that's just a list. Originally I printed out the ones with the grid because I wanted to actually kind of zoom in and draw it and actually show where the furniture was and things like that. But I may go ahead and just do the list one because I'm finding that I need more lists. I need a bigger list. So I don't know yet. But I printed out 6 of those. So I have zone 2, 3, 4, and 5. I primarily focus on zones 1 through 5. 6 is just the yard, which I use a little bit of the yard. We do a little bit of the yard every week just as a separate thing. And then, like I said, I have this newspaper here, and then I have my folder, my planner, my appointment book that I keep with it at all times. So this, you guys saw, sits on my kitchen counter ready for me every day. So I hope that gave you a little bit of inspiration to get started with your control journal. You can make it as simple or fancy as you want it, but the goal today is just to get something started. Either use a notebook, or, you know, if you can, find a 3-ring binder and some paper. Just get that started. Get your morning routine and your evening routine listed in there. So what those routines look like so far. So the first thing in our morning routine so far is baby step 2 of getting dressed all the way to shoe, doing your hair, your makeup, and putting your lace up shoes on.
No, crazy man.
The second task to your morning routine is going to be unloading the dishwasher, or putting your clean dishes away if you use a dry rack. The third part of your morning routine is going to be hotspot. Now the Flylady, when we originally did this the other day, I said that I use the 2-minute hotspot in the evening, but she encourages you to have one in the morning and one in the evening. So it kind of depends on how bad or how fast your hotspots get.
Pick it up. Oh, dude, open the door. There we go. Hello?
What?
No, wait, this dude is that strong. Oh, we're going to get a hammer. He's got a hammer. Sounds like he's got a hammer. Yeah, that's sweet.
we are going to be getting our control journal together, so that's going to be where your reminders are going to be now. Now, if you fail to look at it and you still need a reminder, you can change your sticky notes from the routines that we had listed the other day when we did our reminders around the house, and you can change that sticky note or that reminder to say check your control journal, and then from there, you know, go through your list. And then we're going to get into the evening routines. So your evening routines is going to be to do maybe another 2-minute hotspot, and it's going to be to keep your sink shining. So getting all the dishes done, wiping down your counters, wiping out your sink so it's ready for the next day. You're gonna lay out your clothes for the next day. That way you're ready to get dressed first thing in the morning. And then you're gonna check the Flylady website for the next baby step. Once you're going and you're moving and you're grooving and you have all your routines down and you're doing all of these aspects of the Flylady site, you probably won't be going on the website every single day. I hardly ever go on the website anymore. If you are going to be going on the computer, think of it as that and just say I'm only checking my email for 15 minutes, or I'm only getting on social media for 15 minutes, and use your timer to do that. Okay, so those are our 2 sets of routines so far that you want to have in your control journal. So good luck today, you guys, getting all of your stuff together. If you don't have everything on hand, then just sit down. Once you've done all of the other baby steps and you're ready for the day, then sit down and write out a list of things that you would like to put in your control journal. So I hope this helped you guys today. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 9. Bye.